Good morning. Welcome to my craft room. My name is Cindy and I write a blog over at DIY Beautify where I love to share inexpensive, thrifty ways to beautify your home. And with this heat wave we've been having, I have been dreaming of fall, my favorite season. I love everything about it. I do love summer, but as I get older, I find I can't handle the heat as much, as easily as I used to. I used to love to go to the beach and just bake and get super tan. But anyhow, what we're gonna do today, do you see these little flowers right over here? Let me grab one so you can see a close-up. We are going to make these, I'm calling them rustic book page sunflowers. They are made from trash, things that you would otherwise throw out, or I mean there's a book involved, so not total trash, but I'm going to show you how to make these. They're easy and they involve very limited supplies, so let's get into them. All right, here are the supplies you're going to need for this craft. You're going to need a cardboard box. I used my X-Acto knife and I cut. You can see this is not even, it's thinner and it gets thicker. It's probably a 1/2 inch, I would guess. And I just cut one side of my box down. I measured it, it's 32 inches, and this is what I used for the center of the flowers. You're also going to need some brown paper. And you can use a brown paper bag. I am using this insert from my Amazon Prime box. They throw these little pieces of cardboard in there, and I'm reusing this to create the stem. Now this is not a really sturdy stem. We are going to use a little bit of brown wire just to help kind of hold it in place. But if you want a sturdier stem, I would recommend using a little wood skewer and wrapping your brown paper, wrapping your brown paper around the skewer if you want a sturdy stem. You're going to need a whole bunch of hot glue, and you're going to need some book pages. Now I picked up some books from Goodwill recently. I think they were 50 cents on clearance, and it was not a book that I was interested in reading, so that's what I'm using. You can, don't use a book that you love. But it's a great way. You can use, old music pages. If you really have a hard time ripping up a book, you can print book page, pages from your computer, and you can use that. That's fine too. So let me show you the first thing I did. And this one ended up being a goof. You can see that I cut my cardboard at about 1 inch, and I got this really big. I mean, I think this was 64 inches of cardboard just rolled up. Now, when I went to create my flower, I realized, this is way too chunky. So that's when I decided to cut a thinner piece, and it worked out really good. So let me flip my phone around and we'll get started with these easy rustic book page sunflowers. So the first thing we're going to do is create our faux stem out of this brown paper. And this is too long for one stem, so I'm just going to cut it off. And then we're just going to twist it tightly. Like I said, if you want a really stiff stem, then you would do this around a little wood skewer or wood dowel. Now at the end, we want to create, I guess the idea is we're making it kind of like a wooden spoon. We want to create a little spoon shape on the end. So I'm just folding the edges. this is what we're going to glue onto the back of the sunflower. So you just want a surface that is, you know, able to have more surface area. So just keep twisting this stem nice and tight. And just to kind of help hold it into place, this is where I'm going to use this brown wire. I ordered this off of Amazon. It's a paper wrapped silver wire, and they used brown paper, and it's perfect for fall crafts. So I'm just going to tie one end at the top of my wooden spoon shape. Okay, just like that. Just fold that little piece around, and then I'm just going to take it. You want to make sure that your stem is tight, as tight as you can make it with twisting. And we're going to pretty much hold it in place using this brown wire. So I'm just going to wrap it around every inch or so on an angle, working all the way to the bottom. And that looks a little shaggy. Let's just cut that off. Okay, and then we're just going to cut our wire and wrap it. Now, like I said, this stem is not really sturdy, but as you can see, it is sturdy enough to hold the sunflower up. And so when you have your sunflower in a vase, it will stand. And that's all I really wanted. So let's just set this aside while we work on our book pages. I already have a stack of paper, but I want to show you how I did this. It's easiest if you flip your book backwards so that when you tear pages out, let me go to a spot where I already ripped. They're going to rip cleanly. I have some where they didn't rip cleanly. And if you just grab a couple pages at a time and just pull them, they will tear very easily away from the book. So this book, it's a normal size paperback. I don't have my measuring tape. It's about, I would say it's about 4 by 7 inches. We're going to fold the book in half. And cut. And your cuts don't have to be perfect by any means. Then we're going to fold it in half again and cut to create these smaller rectangular shapes that are going to be our sunflower petals. Okay, so now that I have a stack, and I believe that you need about, I think it was about 16 of these, which if you think that we get 4 out of 1 sheet of paper, that's only 4 sheets of paper per flower. You're going to end up with about 16 petals. So let's set those aside for a minute and let's create the center of our flower. Now my cardboard does have some green and a little tape mark on one side. So I do want to fold it so that that stuff is going to be on the inside. So I'm just starting at one end, and you just want to roll it tightly like a snail. Don't worry about, you know, it not being completely even. You can trim off some of it if it's really bothering you. And I don't even hot glue it until I get to the end. There's just No reason. You can use your fingers as you're rolling it to kind of keep it, everything centered. I think I must have some old hot glue on my table. It's wanting to pick that up. So just roll it all the way to the end. You've created a little snail. And we're going to hot glue that end in place. This is one of those projects where you might want to wear one of those little rubber tipped fingertips, because there's just a lot of hot glue, and if you're sensitive to that, you don't want to burn your fingers. Okay, so here's the center of our flower. This is what we're going to build our petals on. If you take a look at it, you've got a good side and a bad side. The bad side is just, you know, it's a little more uneven. You can actually push that coil to create a good side if you don't have one. But we're going to be working on the back side. So keep that in mind. So now it's just book pages and hot glue. Let me make sure I've got a new stick. And this is how our flower is going to come together. So we're going to take a book page, fold it in half, and then I'm just checking on what side. You want to make sure that the side that's going to be showing has a lot of writing. And some of these pages, you know, if it's a title page or whatever, they don't have any. So after folding it in half, I just kind of grab it about 1/3 of the way down and pinch it. And then I crunch my paper. You want these petals to be really rustic, I guess would be the word. All right. So that's a petal. So at this spot where I crunched it, I'm just going to bend it over. And on that little spot, I'm going to put a little blob of glue. And then I'm going to press and hold it on the edge of the cardboard center. So here's where I'm gluing. You can see that we're going to wind up with a bunch of little pieces in the middle. But if you flip it over, that's what you're going to see when we attach it to create our flower. You pinch and fold, crush it up really good, give it a little bend at that fold, attach a blob of hot glue, and I like to make as full of a flower as possible, so I'm slightly overlapping when I'm gluing. If it's really hot, you can use scissors or something to just hold it for a minute, and you can even go back once your flower is made and squish your petals to give them that rustic look. All right, so we're going to just carry on and continue gluing petals to our cardboard center. Okay, so at this point we're a little more than halfway done. I have used 10 book page petals. You can see how full it is on the back. all those petals are overlapping as I'm gluing them really close together. So let's just finish up. Okay, so at this point, our sunflower is created. I did use 14 book page pieces to create this flower. You can see how full it looks, even though there's not very many book pages used. That's like 4 actual sheets. So the back is where we're going to attach our little spoon-shaped stem. So what I like to do is just, if there's any pieces where I've folded it over, I just want to actually glue those down so it's more like of a solid piece. And then we're just going to stick a bunch of hot glue on the bottom of the flower right in the middle. And press and hold that center. You'll notice as I was gluing the book page petals, I did make sure that you know, they were all glued so that the flower is even. There aren't like taller and shorter pieces. It just looks better this way. Ooh. I did tie some raffia around the bottom stems of a couple of these, but they're cute from the front and from the back, and they sit really well in a basket or a vase. I just think they're adorable. Now, if your book pages aren't as crinkly as you would like, just squeeze them and add to that sort of rustic look. The nice thing about the fact that they're crinkled is that these will pack away really well and hold their shape year to year. So let me know in the comments below if you like this project and you're planning to do it. I would even love to see how yours turn out. Thanks for watching.